Uh-huh. Yeah. Big conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hate? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us.
Good evening, and grand ride to all my overseas brothers and sisters and all my in-state melanated brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation, y'all. We in the building tonight. Today is Wild Ass Wednesday. Big shout out to Ice JJ Fish in the background, y'all. Hey, man, listen, man. Big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, man. Secondly, big ups to the best moderators in the podcasting game today. Lil J Bucks, Master Teacher Fox, TLS, Spencer McKenzie, a.k.a. P-Mac, Coach Ricky Club Can't Get In, Gary Bear, Big Frank, Shawnee Corridor, Rape 636, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Pete, and my big bro, Professor Remo, bringing up the rear for sure. And we can't forget about the queens, man. We got the first lady, Ms. Gigi Gaming Palace. We got Felicia Kimber, a.k.a. Miss Star Wars Marcus LLC. We got Big Dog. We got the beautiful Miss Asha Brooks. We got the queen, Miss Vonta Black. And last but not least, y'all, the queen goddess, Miss CC Craven. Carefully, y'all. Hey, also, don't forget, man, if you're ever in Chicago, to patronize these 5 melanated businesses. Lynn Chicago Pizza, Dan Soul Food, the Bakery Cafe, where grown folks play, Urban Lust Cafe, in the house of health and wellness, y'all. Hey, man, y'all know what I like to do, man. Before we get started, man, I like to collect my thoughts and collect my notes and get everything together, man, and let y'all hit the theme song without any interruptions and my beautiful voice on top of it, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Bearded Conversation. It's Wild Ass Wednesday. We in the building. Big shout outs to GBA Radio, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We in this business tonight, y'all. Hey, we gonna have fun. We gonna wild out. Look, go get your snacks, your Scooby snacks, your sipping taste, get the kiddos, get everything you need, man. And come on, let's have fun for a couple of hours, y'all. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah, we coming off the block with this one. Yes, sir. Yeah. What up, man? Uh-huh. Yeah. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hate? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Damn. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Laid back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A Bearded conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support. Famous started from the bottom like basements, now we famous. Podcast official, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking that how we living it, rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcast, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube, Knowledge Supreme Infinite. Chicago got us dipping, excited to talk about it. Going live, check your notifications so you can holler or leave it in the comments, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, worldwide views, we supersonic, big, Genghis Conquer, circle background like every week. Tell a friend off the block is where we meet.
Bearded conversation, homie, tapped in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love us, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back to hood. Bearded conversation, homie, tapped in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love us, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back.
Come on. The hood lovers, the block, giving it back. The hood lovers, broadcasting live. Giving it back, Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back, Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation. I am your host, Beard Genghis Khan, aka the Con Man, BKA Mr. BGK. Welcome to another episode, y'all. It's Wild Ass Wednesday. We in the building, man. Y'all know what it is already. Hey, man, listen, man. Hey, we didn't have a good strong so far. You know what I'm talking about, man? Bearded Top Night was decent. You feel me? Manly Monday was nice. You feel me? And then we come back with the Toxic Tuesday and had a great build. know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going and flowing, y'all. Y'all know what it is. But before we get to anything, man, big shout out to GBA Radio, man. I was on your stream the other day, brother. Listen, Brody, man. Hey, TG, what's his name, man? Brody, the album listening party, hype man, TG. Fucking with it, man. We're gonna have to get him over here in the building. Hey, we're gonna have to get you in the building too, GBA. Come on, man. I've been saying I want. See, I see how you doing. Nah. Hey man, before we get to anything in the show tonight, man, let's get to it, man. Y'all know how I like to start off every show, man. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. One last time, y'all. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. It's people we come in contact with on a day-to-day basis, people we're cordial with, our families, our extended families, more especially our Bearded Conversation, our Bearded Studios, our Bearded Lounge After Dark, and our Bearded Tabernacle family. And of course, our extended family that we got out here, man. Big shout out to For Show TV, TMB with Monkey Man, Spinning the Block Media, Hurricane JW, Unwrap the Podcast, Join Anchor Frequency, and a host of slew of others, man. Oh, and don't forget to tap in with our moderator, one of the queens of the channel. Don't forget to tap into her channel, Blazing Unfiltered, as well. Y'all, but listen, don't forget to master these 5 key components of life, y'all. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. One last time for those in the back. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration, y'all. Hey, and we gonna like I say, man, we gonna E40 this thing and sprinkle a little support on top, because a little support go a long, 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 long way, y'all. If you don't believe me, try it. And if it don't work, come on back and we can talk about it. You know? Yeah, facts. Hey, let's get straight into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into it, man, so we can start our day. Cause I was a little late. You know, I'm talking about to the party, man. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to El Boogalooskies too, you know what I'm saying? El Boogie, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's why I was late. People, I actually kind of dozed off, man. I was supposed to have been when it done it. And I was El Boogie got me, you know what I'm saying? El Boogie got me right. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? El Boogie. Oh, El Boogie got your boy right. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to El Boogie, man. Hey, listen, y'all. Before we get to anything, man, let's do this and then we can start our show. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me tonight. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me tonight. I don't mean to hurt, to harm, or to offend. I don't mean to hurt, to harm, or to offend. This video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only. Once again, this video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only, with underlying and undertone on edutainment. So I do emphasize and stress edutainment. Please do not take anything please do not take any advice given or anything shown on this video stream for face value without consulting the proper professional that suits your specific needs. Please do your due diligence. Please do your proper vet work. Please do your research and get that second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth opinion. Because we don't want you going out here robbing no bank, starting no reverse, telling your boss what he or she can take and how they can turn it sideways, where to put it. Because we didn't already told you it ain't happening over here, Captain. You know what I'm saying? We edutainment over here. We edutainment over here, man. So we don't need y'all doing none of that. Hey, also, man, I'm gonna need my peoples, man. Support the stream, man. Listen, y'all. Support, man. Well, I ain't gonna say help your boy out, but support the stream, man. We get up here and we do this, man. We stream 7 days a week for the people, man. And listen, and I appreciate everybody for just being here too. Facts. I do. But help me help y'all. I'm trying to bring some better things and some new content. You feel me? So, man, support the stream, y'all. Hit that cash app that's scrolling down there at the bottom, man. Most definitely hit that cash app. Y'all can hit that link at the top of the chat. Buy your boy coffee. I like it black with a breakfast bagel sandwich in the morning. Or y'all, we can hit this super chat. I gotta give me a sound bite for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give me a sound bite for that. Give me a sound bite for that. Because what I just said was kind of dope. Super. Yeah, I'm gonna give me a sound bite for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I say, man, hit that super chat, buy a super sticker, man. Or y'all can do your boy one better, man. We got a 3-tier membership, man. Y'all can go ahead and jump on these memberships, man. We're starting at $3.99, man. We got the bronze beard, the silver beard, and black beard memberships. You know. And again, if you're getting that higher membership, man, hey man, we got, especially if you do music, for all my music artists, man. I got a team of great talent over here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all subscribe to that membership. Y'all most definitely get a feature, you know what I'm saying, from the #1 artist off Gas Chamber Records. slash entertainment. All gas, no brakes. You feel me? Cito boy in the building. And we got a few more people that we can, I'm talking about get into it with. Hey, man, speaking of that, man, I got a new tune, man, by HWG 5150, man. He sent me something, so I'm gonna go ahead and play that a little bit later for us tonight, man. You know what I'm talking about? He working hard, he in the lab, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man. So let's get straight to it, man. Uncle P in the building. What's going on, You know what I'm saying? I hope you're feeling good today. I hope you're feeling a little bit better today. Hope you're feeling a little bit better today. Hope you ain't have to put your hands on nobody and do do nobody dirty tonight, man. Hey, man, this wild ass Wednesday, y'all. We don't know what the fuck gonna go on tonight. Who gonna pop in the building? Who gonna slide? But listen, we gonna have a good time, man. We gonna be respectful. We gonna be um we gonna show proper decorum, with the people. You know what I'm saying, man? And we just gonna have a good time, man, like we usually do. You know, we when we don't get too much out of hand, Uncle P. Hey, it sometimes, it seems like it's gonna go left. You feel me? I'll be around this motherfucker like, oh my goodness. But hey, but it turned out better than you know what I'm saying, better than expected, better than expected, better than expected. You feel me? But topic right now. My first topic, man. I've been hearing a lot about this. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing a lot about this, and I was on For Show TV channel, man, and Miss Coco was over there too. You know what I'm saying? And she gave her little understanding to whatever she thought was going on, but it was kind of justifying the BS. So as y'all can see in the topic, man, for Wild Ass Wednesdays, Ciara changed his baby future last name. She gave him Russell Wilson's last name. I want to open up with that. I want some ladies to come in. Mm. You know what? I'm gonna wait till we build the chat up. I'm gonna wait for that. I was gonna jump straight into that, but I'm gonna wait till we build the chat up, and because I want some ladies to come in, and I want some other guys to come in, and you know what I'm saying? Because I really want to talk about this and give our opinion and see how we feel about that. But Uncle P, GBA, y'all can tell me how y'all feel about it. I won't elaborate or go off into it again. Like I say, man, we're gonna try to get some more people in the building because I really want to have a discussion about that, and I really want to talk to some of the ladies. Like I say, I was over there on For Show TV, and Miss Coco, put a few things in the chat. And matter of fact, she came up on the panel and she spoke her little piece. I don't want to say it like that. She spoke her piece, which I didn't agree with, of course. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that she didn't have some valid points. She could have had some valid points, but no, we just ain't doing that. We not gonna. I couldn't just let her give it to me the way she was trying to give it to me. You know what I'm saying? You know. So we'll get to that, man. I'm gonna save it. Wait till we see if we get a little bit more people in the chat, man. Now, so let's see, man. We get 8 people in the chat. We're gonna go to it. But until then, Chicago woman fatally shot in the face during a fight with another woman, dropping her son off at school. So I heard about this the other day, and I didn't want to because the National Guard here, all this old crazy shit. You feel me? I guess we'll start with the National Guard, man. Yeah, we'll start that because the Sierra thing is what I really want to, you know what I'm saying, focus and get into and have a panel. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, also, this is an open platform, open panel, open forum. Anybody can hit the link in the chat if they want to come up here and talk about it and add to the discussion, or if they feel as though they got something that they want to bring to the forefront that they, you know what I'm saying, that ain't too many people talking about. Most definitely come on up here, man. I try to provide a safe place and a safe space for people to come and vent and just, saying, have intellectual discourse. So let's continue that. Let's keep that up and let's stay going strong. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so apparently I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of what I know or what I read or whatever before I read a little bit of this article. So I guess a young lady was dropping her child off at school and got into it with the father. And the father had the new was Miss CC is in the building. We got the queen. Make sure y'all speaking to the queens, man, as they come in. Um, Charlie Kirk. Well, who is that? Who is Charlie Kirk, Uncle P? Is that the lady name? I don't know. We gonna find out, but I don't think so. But yeah, but so again, I guess his girlfriend was with him, man, and she didn't like the fact that whatever was going on, so she decided to, pull out a gun and shoot the lady in the face. Fucking crazy, man. And what's crazy is, you know, This the mother of your child. Well, we gonna read the article, bro, because this shit is crazy. So, Chicago woman fatally shot in the face during a fight with another woman upon dropping her son off at school. Offender is in custody. A 31-year-old Chicago woman, she's beautiful as well too, was fatally shot in the face during a fight with another woman as she dropped her son off at school. Her story and heartbreaking last note to her son are going viral. According to Chicago WGN TV, woman whose social media has identified as Romeka Meeks on Facebook was shot and killed in the 2200 block of South State in the South Loop area just after 9 a.m. on Monday morning, September the 8th. Chicago Police Department officials say that the victim was involved in a physical altercation with another woman when the offender pulled out a gun and fired it. The offender, whom social media identified as Holly Johnson on Facebook, struck the victim in the face. Crazy, man. So Meeks then transported to Children's Hospital where she was pronounced dead, succumbing to her injuries sustained. I'm sorry. Police say they arrested the offender and have her in custody and also claim the two knew each other. According to the reports on social media during the fight, Meeks later restrained by a man who social media identified as the two women's baby daddy, Carlos, on Facebook. He is known as Carlos Losos Way. Witnesses allege he put Meeks in a headlock as as his alleged girlfriend, other baby mama Johnson, alleged shot her in the face after running to the car for her gun. Videos of the incident have since went viral. They also show first responders attempting to save Meeks at the scene of the crime. Also on the video, the offender allegedly claimed, "I'm licensed to carry." The statement not only received criticism at the scene but online. Yeah, so just because you licensed to carry, it's still, we already talked about this before on the show. Just because you license to carry, man, there's still rules and regulations to carrying a gun and discharging your firearm. You know what I'm saying? There's certain situations that you have to be involved in to dislodge your firearm. You know what I'm saying? Now, if this was an altercation of you and another woman and the baby daddy was involved and he was there and he had her in a headlock when you shot her, regardless of whether you own a concealed and carry, and if the gun is actually yours, you're going to fucking jail, bro. And that's murder. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know how they gonna write it up or how they gonna do the paperwork. But yeah, that's murder. So along with the videos of the incident, a note from Meeks to her son is going viral. The note read, "Happy Monday, son. Today is a fresh start to this and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You are the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much and you make me proud and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Mommy loves you. Love, mommy." A close friend of Meeks says she was in school working to become a nurse. The friend also said she was an outstanding mother who was always there for her son. Mm, mm. Yeah, man. So, and come on, man. And then you, come on, bro. Like, bro, first of all, bro, both of these women got kids by you. And this is what, like, you couldn't have slapped the shit out of, but excuse my French, ladies. I know y'all gonna not rock with me on by what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna be kind. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna be goody right now. You feel me? And I'm not saying that this is the best way to handle a situation or the way to go about it. Please don't think that, you know, but what I'm saying, bro, you couldn't restrain or get the situation under control, man. You could have slapped shit out of both of them. Bitch, you go get to your car. Bitch, you go drop my son. Or whatever the case may be, bro. Even if you didn't have to use physical violence, man, bro, this couldn't have been a situation. Oh yeah, oh, I'm sorry. I Miss CC say. Hell no, Miss CC say claim. All right, there you go, right there. But no, I'm not advocating for no man to put their hands on a woman. And I'm not saying that, y'all. But what I am saying, Miss CC, is that come on, bro. You out there with your two women fighting over whatever reason that they fighting for, man. And you mean to tell me, bro, as a man, and when they showed the brother. He ain't no little brother to the point where, you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't stop this shit, bro. Even if you had to restrain one motherfucking pick her up, choke her, not like that, but you restrain restrain her up and and take her off. You feel me? Like condoning that this other chick rushed to the cop. And then, bro, my hands will be around her motherfucking neck, bro. The woman that shot. I don't give a fuck if the baby mama that who I had in the headlock started the shit. Did nobody tell you to run in the car and get no fucking gun and shoot my kid's mama? Now we all finna be implicated in this shit, bro. You feel me? That ain't how life work, bro. That ain't how we doing this. Now I gotta get locked up too. Cause some shit, no, bro. And as a man, bro, you can't control this shit. And why the fuck? See, because they not saying it all. How was they all in the same place? Like you got both your I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't get it, man. Listen, y'all, it's about parenting. It's about the child. It's about the development and the upbringing of this child, man. All that personal drama shit, because you fucking who you sucking or you doing whatever you doing with another motherfucker, man. Bro, you leave that shit to the side for a child. Because shit like this happen. Shit like this happen. Now we got a child that ain't got his mom. Potentially probably ain't gonna have his daddy for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like the senseless shit we doing, bro. It's just senseless, bro. It's senseless. And I've been saying for a minute, man. No, man. Trump don't need to come here. Trump don't need to come to Chicago. But shit, the way it's looking, it seems like he need to come around this motherfucker, huh? Mhm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was just a sad, tragic incident, man. And we got to do better, people. We got to do better. We got to do better. You say he debates the left. Oh, okay, Charlie. Okay, he said he debates the left wing on American values and Christian. He was assassinated today. Oh, I didn't know that. Damn, Uncle P. I'm finna look that up. Charlie Kirk. I'm finna look that up, Uncle P. He said, yeah, I heard about that too. RIP to the man Charlie Kirk. I'm gonna look him up and see if they got something out here. You know what I'm saying on him. He said they planned that though. He wasn't gonna stop anything. Let me look at. Let me see, man. Why that ain't came across my feed? I guess he ain't important, huh? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. That's crazy, bro. Okay, here we go. I look at. I just ain't paid attention. Charlie Kirk assassinated. Donald Trump, Barack Obama, J.D. Vance, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris react. Hmm. So it says politicians on both sides of the aisle took to social media Wednesday in reaction to the shooting death of Charlie Kirk, the conservative influencer and chairman of the organization Turning Point USA. Kirk was speaking at a campus event at the university in Utah when he was shot. President Donald Trump announced the 31-year-old husband and father died. Damn, he was a young man too, man. They took him out. Then they got a video, yeah, of him getting shot and all the people rushing out. That's crazy, bro. So the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. Trump posted on his True Social account. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Um, what? Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and the family. Charlie, we love you. We don't yet know what motivated the person who shot and killed Charlie Kirk, but this is the kind of despicable violence that has no place in our democracy. Michelle and I will be praying for Charlie's family tonight, especially his wife Erica and their two young children. Former President of the United States, Barack Obama, posted. Says a prayer for Charlie Kirk, a genuinely good guy and young father, Vice President J.D. Vance posted. I am deeply disturbed by the shooting in Utah. Doug and I sent our prayers to Charlie Kirk and his family. Let me be clear, political violence has no place in America. I condemn this act, and we almost work together to ensure this does not lead to more violence from President or former Vice President Kamala Harris posted. So basically, yeah, this is just a bunch of posts from I ain't gonna keep reading all that. It's just a bunch of posts from a lot of different people, you know what I'm saying, speaking about the tragic event of the brother. I never didn't even know who he was, man. What's going on, Cito boy? We outside, but even within this, and this was in Utah. So let me ask y'all a question. So this is in Utah. I know the Mormons and all other different type of things being Utah. You think this was a inside you Uncle P, you been CC Uncle P, y'all think well, yeah, I see you been CC. You said they planned that. You know what I'm saying? You said they planned it. But yeah, this had to be an inside thing, but they had to, you know what I'm saying, get down there and talk to some of them people down there and tell them go ahead and take them out, man. You feel me? That's the only thing I can see. Only thing I can see. And it's hard. Being a person that speaks up and won't, the right things done and you advocating for the things that's best for, you know, I guess our democracy or our republic. I don't know. I don't know which one we in, a democracy or republic. I guess both. But when you find a person that's trying to do the right thing for us, and you know, it's hard because you know a lot of people don't agree with a lot of shit. That's why I'm shocked that Cito. That's why I'm shocked that Trump, like, that's why I think that, and listen, I'm, don't quote me. That's why I think those assassination attempts by Trump, nah, man. You know, me personally, my personal opinion, all that shit was staged. Because if you want a motherfucker, man, motherfucker can get you, man. You feel me? Like they can get you. They can get you if they want you. You know, they ain't want Trump, man. That was some stage shit to try to, you know, get him some cred and push his, you know what I'm saying, woo up the bam up. And when he got shot, that's what happened. You know, it pushed up his, you know, credibility. This directly undermines free speech. Well, Uncle P, you know, we never got free speech, man. Oh, you saying not that the Chicago woman? Okay. Oh, you saying they plan? Oh, you saying they planned the Chicago woman? Okay. Well, I don't know if they planned that, Miss CC, but that's what it sounds like because I'm trying to figure out like how did they both get in the same space and you couldn't control this. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you know how they are, you don't have those two women in the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, what type of, come on, brother. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was an accident, that shit happened accidentally about them, everybody bumping heads, okay, I can see that. But no, man. No. Well, Miss CC shit, I'm saying they playing the Charlie Kirk shit too. Why not? Y'all notice, man, we don't hear a lot about Utah. You know, only time we hear about, last thing I heard about Utah is when they did that motherfucking raid on that Mormon shit. You feel me? Her baby daddy wasn't going to stop anything. They planned to get rid of her. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's what you were saying. Yeah. Yeah, and look, he looked familiar, man. Look like I know the brother too. I ain't gonna lie, look like I know him. But that man, she was a beautiful young lady, man. You don't do no shit like that, man. Miss CC, come on. Come on, man. You supposed to stop that. Like, but like the article said that he had her in a headlock while Shorty ran to the car to get the pistol to shoot her in the fucking face. That's crazy. You said I got an exclusive. It wasn't random. Okay. Okay. Mm. It was definitely an inside job, a two-man job at that. A spotter and a sniper for 200 yards, slightly elevated. That was a pro. Yeah, for the Charlie Kirk, yeah, most definitely, man. He said, yeah. And yeah, I think they planned that with Charlie too.
Bearded conspiracies.
Listen, y'all, we don't want to push that narrative that Charlie Kirk was playing, man. We don't want nobody coming here shutting us down, man. Listen, this is just our opinions. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what really happened, but listen. We ain't listen. I don't know what America think or what this corporation think, but the people ain't as stupid as you think. But not everybody, man. Come on, man. We know damn well that when a lot of these people get took out, or when a lot of these hits and assassinations happen by some of these so-called, you feel me? We already know, bro. It's the powers that be, man. And when I say the powers that be, we gonna stop saying that. We gonna say the government. And when I say they, we gonna say motherfuckers that ain't melanated. And y'all know who we talking about, who runs this world. You feel me? And it's different groups of these people who are not melanated that run this world, and each one of them has a sector on the things that they do. You feel me? Like, and that's just real. And we, you know, I get it. You know, we try to be politically correct. We try not to say too much of certain things because you know you don't want to get shut down. And like my uncle said, freedom of speech. We don't have freedom of speech, Uncle P. That's freedom of speech was a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? That was a joke. That wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you can get locked up for cussing out a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? For speech is speech, whether it's malicious or hate, whatever. Like just hate, a hate speech towards the community can be a hate crime, and you can go to jail for that. But freedom of speech, right? That's no. And again, like just like with the conversation that we had the other day, man, when we was talking about the paperwork and how people like listen, it it the people who are controlled, like if we just round this motherfucker just la di da di da di da di, and we just living and we really not trying to have no excuse me out of my eye. And we don't have, like we got control and we got our way of doing shit. But when somebody come and conquer you and implement shit and they make it seem like it's a good thing and a better way of living for you, and we all take upon those things and shit, it's easy to get tricked up in that paperwork. It's easy to get now. But again, when the brother yesterday was speaking about a lot of the paperwork, we can't help that we get social security cards and birth certificates. Our parents and people don't know about that shit. They don't be knowing. A lot of us don't know. Like, honestly, all the shit that we talk about now, that we know about now, we didn't know these things 10, 20 years ago. Some people might have known, but for the most part, we didn't know. So now that we're learning, now that we're consciously elevating, you know what I'm saying, our horizons and shit, we starting to know, we starting to understand, and we starting to see, That's why, honestly, that's why they trying to tell either that or they trying to use it as a scare tactic. But that's why they trying to say other shit exists out here in the world. Now that's why they trying to give you aliens. Now that's why because they know motherfuckers is waking up, man. They know motherfuckers is waking up. You know what I'm talking about? Exactly. He was holding her to be executed. He told her his baby mama was going to get the gun and shot her. Damn. So how you know? Who told you this, Uncle? Who told you that? Who told you that? Mm, well, YouTube already banned one of my comments a few minutes ago. Damn, they did, Uncle P. Yeah, I be seeing that shit too. They do me like that. I can't. Sometimes I can't even respond to my own damn chat. They do me like that. Planned by Trump to further the violent rhetoric on the right. And I can say that. I agree with you. I agree with you. So one of my compadres, man, he was saying that one night he was at home, man, in this area. He said, man, I rarely hear these type of shots. And he said, man, I heard these. He like, man, it just seemed like motherfuckers is putting people here just so they can push that shit. And so to speak, man, when Trump sent them guards to California and over there in Washington, do you know that Chicago has a lower crime rate than both of those states? Than both of those states. And combined per capita, we have a less crime. No, I'm not saying like crime don't exist because we know this shit. I read articles down there. Come on, we know. But it ain't that bad for them to be bringing the National Guard here. It may sound like it, and I get it, but this shit happens everywhere. Listen to all the fucking crazy stories that I read in a lot of these other places, man, about these people killing their babies and these kids. He ain't trying to go there because they Republican states. And I just don't read. A lot of the times they do be Chicago articles, but when I read articles about other people killing, and unaliving and things like that, it be in other states. Most of those states be red states. But I guarantee you, he's not going to go there. I guarantee you, he's not going to come out and say, "Oh well, we got a crime problem here." No, no, because he's trying to oppose and enforce and impose his will. And also, man, what's crazy? I've been seeing a lot of videos about people saying that the National Guard. We got YNs on the roof, and y'all ain't finna come here and play with Chicago and this, that. But listen, did I even see one? Oh man, these troops today can't even do 20 push-ups. And let me tell you something, man. It don't require 20 push-ups for a motherfucking heat-seeking missile that I've been trained to fire at your ass. You feel me? This ain't us going out here shooting at each other, shooting at the block, shooting whatever the fuck you think you see, and you hitting kids and women. You know what I'm saying? These are trained professionals, man. If y'all think y'all finna be on these motherfucking rooftops and y'all think y'all just finna do whatever y'all think y'all trying to do, it ain't gonna happen, bro. But I ain't seen them. I've been hearing planes and jets and shit up in the sky, but I ain't seen no strong heavy presence of the National Guard or what the military or whatever the fuck he said he bringing here. You know what I'm saying? Because we already got our own National Guard, so I think there's a lot of more. I think it's military, a lot of military personnel versus the National Guard because we got our own National Guard. Because he could have just came here and set up arms with our own National Guard and said, "Look, unless Pritzker and Johnson and other people got a heavy influence over him and say, look, well, this is what we gonna do. I got y'all in place so y'all can head up and stop." But that ain't shit ain't happening, man. Come on, man. You in that military, man, they send them orders down, man. You gotta follow suit. So I don't even know why he was bringing the National Guard with him. He said anything to take the collective away from focusing on Epstein files. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm talking about some you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta give up some of them sources, girl. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm a fellow investigative journalist, baby. We gotta give up our fellow source. I will give you some of my sources. I trust you, CC. I ain't finna dime them out or her out. You know what I'm saying? Miss Cece says, I hate to say it, but people offing their kids is personal. So unfortunately, that's not a priority. Yeah. Okay, true. True. But shit, anytime a person is unalive, I would think it's personal to the person that's doing the unalive and personal to the motherfucker that's getting unalive. You feel? But I do understand what you're saying. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. This shit is crazy. Miss Cece says when people start harming the public, it's different. But you know what? But then again, but hold on. But the narrative that we like to push, or the narrative that the media propagates and that we subject ourselves to, is that they doing it so we can kill each other, and that we can so they can find a more way to put us in a more secluded area and keep us uh, um intertwined and bound to each other. You know what I'm saying? So I would figure that the killing that we doing with each other, and they would like it. They would love it. They would help it along, which they do, because ain't no way in the hell, man. These little young motherfuckers out here, man. Why are switches so accessible? Why are we able to make parts to guns and shit? Like it's crazy, bro. And don't get me wrong, I get it, technology and society and advancement, but we got to understand that these kids is getting a hold. These kids is advancing. Y'all say we say that this country ain't reading, everybody reading on the damn third grade level, but goddamn it, we know a little bit more than what the fuck they putting on. Because you got 19, 11, 12-year-old boys out here know how to make parts to guns, put guns together, go out here. Like, come on, man. That energy, that same energy and dedication that you put into that bullshit could be the same energy and dedication that's being put into, what I'm saying, uplifting and making yourself a better person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say it's bullshit, because it's just the energy is directed in this place. You feel me? Because a lot of people teach their kids how to yield weapons and do. Again, we talked about this as well, but it has to be in the right way. It just ain't, you giving Shorty a gun, and man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And it's been a lot about fighting against the gun laws and shit like that. But I do believe that people kill people, not the guns. The guns are just the instruments and the tools used, what I'm saying, to assist. They the middleman, per se. You feel me? But you ultimately got to pull that trigger, man. You can say no, you can make, and then it's so fucking hard, and see, 'cause especially when we talking about weapons like guns, bro. Because once that gun get pulled out and you don't use that motherfucker, it's just crazy, because it's just going to perpetuate. Now I'm going to try to do the same thing to you, because you ain't do what you. It's crazy, man. Our mentalities, our mindset, and it just ain't the youth. This just ain't the youth. This ain't just the youth. Like we just seen two women fighting. You know what I'm saying? And the baby daddy was in the picture, bro, and one woman underlined the other one. This just ain't the youth, bro. This is us too. You know, I I don't know, man. I do counseling, family counseling, man. Family counseling and individual counseling is important. Being able to learn how to handle the day-to-day things that go on in your life is important, man. People deal with a lot. Then to go out here and interact, like Monkey Man was saying, you know what I'm saying? We deal with a lot as individuals, as people. And then we have to go out into the world with people who don't know how to deal with what they dealing with, while we're learning how to deal with it. And then that interactions kind of set off a reaction, whether it be negative or positive, from the other person that you're interacting with. You know what I'm saying? And this shit can go either way. Even though you might be trying hard, pause. You feel me, to be the better person in the situation. But this energy, sometimes energy can be overwhelming. Negative energy can be overwhelming. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't trained, and everybody don't know how to disarm a situation with words. You know what I'm saying? That's why we tend to go to the shit. Everybody don't know how to disarm it with the physical shit neither. Apparently, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy, man. What we going through and how we living today, man. It's crazy. They are killing. Cece says they are killing people here accidentally while trying to kill people who they may or may not even know. So many missed targets have resulted in children dying. That's facts. That's facts, Miss CC. Anyone can become a criminal. Being a productive and responsible person is a real challenge, apparently. It's so much so, Uncle P, that we just don't see the shit at all. You're absolutely correct. Let me go back to that, man. Anyone can become a criminal. Being a productive and responsible person is the real challenge, apparently. In today's society, in 2025, with media, with peer pressure, with technology, with everything that we got going on, being a productive and responsible and a person that takes accountability for his or her actions, Uncle Pete, is most definitely a tumultuous challenge because we seem to can't get it together. You know what I'm saying? Miss Cece says there are a lot of innocent people here dying in car crashes where these YNs are running from the police and stolen cars. Crazy how they never hurt and run away. How they're never hurt and run away. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and it's usually like that, man. You know, it's usually that the perpetrators never really get harmed or anything. It's always the innocent people that get harmed and violent crimes. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It's a lot that get what they gonna get, but a lot of times, man, you know, it's just sad, man. What's going on, brother Lion? How you feeling tonight, brother?
Good night, and how are you doing? Unusual for me to be on during a weekday, but I was just scrolling through and I saw that you're on live, and just, by watching some of the comments and listening to your comment, your speaking about certain things, I realize you're dealing with how young men are, or they are seen in society today. So I said, let me just join in because it all, and when you really take a look at it, it is coming. The root starts from the family, because a lot of these young men, we are the role models, those strong men. Teach them value, respect for authority. But most of all, respect for themselves as individuals. Because when there's no respect, because if you don't respect yourself, don't ask me to respect you. You're gonna have to earn that, because people demand what they don't earn.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
the society is a reflection of the family, because the family is the foundation of any society.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's so, and that's important as well, man. You know, where you come from, your household, like Brother Lion said, you know, and a lot of times, man, you just don't know, man, what's going on inside of these households, man. You know, a lot of these parents, man, and I'm not gonna knock them, but a lot of these parents just ain't being parents, but for whatever reason, maybe it's because they're at work, maybe it's because they don't know how. Like, but we don't come together as a community and like Brother Lion says, it's all about self-respect. That's why I say those 5 key components of life: love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. I'm not saying those things for motherfuckers to do that for everybody else. Those are things that you should be mastering for yourself. If you can't respect you, you can't respect nobody else. If you can't love yourself, how you gonna love somebody else? If you can't motivate and inspire yourself, how you gonna do that for anybody if you can't start with the person who fucking the thought process started with, and that's you. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like, man, like Uncle P said, it's a real challenge, man, for people to take accountability and be responsible for their actions nowadays, man. It's like we don't want to think. It's like fuck it. Professor says being productive and responsible is a byproduct of being able to advance financially. With the state of the job market, we're only going to see more criminality out of desperation. I don't agree with that. Now,
Well,
I agree a little bit. Being productive and responsible can be a byproduct of by being able to advance financially. But a lot of these deaths and unalivings and killings that happen, it ain't because now when we're talking about the young folks, it ain't a thing about being financially able to provide for yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these killings are fucking senseless, bro. A lot of these killings that happen by the young folks ain't got to worry about being productive and responsible, because they got to get up and go to work and pay no bills because they being taken care of. Now, when we talking about the older generation, I would say, okay, yeah, that kind of leans more towards, you know, people over 30, 35, 40 and stuff like that who still out here doing bullshit crimes, you know, and and I think a lot of those people They not really family oriented people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm out here selling drugs, bro, and I got a baby, I damn sure ain't finna be. I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do, but no, because if I go to jail, I still can't take care of my baby. Like I'm in a lose lose situation. Ain't no win win situation, man. When you out here doing certain shit, you know, trying to be a criminal out of desperation is the stupidest fucking thing that a person could do. I'm not saying that I don't understand. But if we really sit back and think about it, man, you don't have to do those things. Remo, we ain't got to get out here and do a lot of the things that we do. You know what I'm saying? I know people who survive, bro, and who living and who doing good with what they got. And they ain't rich, they ain't middle class, they just right there. You know, they do enough to get what they, of course, they working to get, but they do whatever they do to just have what they have, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand your point, but not for these young guys. I would that point I would take more so with older people. For Uncle P says they won't march for that mother's tragic loss. CC, this is the biggest failure. She doesn't help the perception Olympics. Doesn't help the perception Olympics. What you think about that statement, Brother Lion, about being productive and responsible is a byproduct of being able to advance financially?
There's some merit to that, but in order for you to reach that level, you have to understand that it's a phase. How are you going to ask a young person to be responsible and productive when that person's, especially that person's primitive years, those disciplines were not instilled in that person growing up? Because I don't know if you notice this in the United States or not, but back here in the Caribbean where I grew up, what you realize is that the parents, our parents before us, I mean, were appreciative of what they had. Why? Because they know, they value it, because they know what it is to have it. Those parents who were the generation that we are dealing with today, this is the mistake that they made. They knew the value of hard work and I mean and working hard for what you have. The same parents turn around and give their children things without even teaching them the value of it. So now we create a generation who is an entitled generation. Are we going to ask them? Are we going to hold them accountable when we did not instill that in them from get go? It's not, as the proverb says, you cannot teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah. Huh? It say Uncle P say, well, it ain't even about marching, Uncle P. It's more than it's more than marching, man. We talking about a young lady, man, that got alive and right here in Chicago with the baby daddy and stuff like that. I mean, her baby daddy, with his other child's mother, he had her in the headlock while the other lady shot her in the face. And we just talking about, you know, just the unalivings and the deaths and things that happen, you know, with the adults and the young people in society. And my big bro said, well, you know, it's hard to do that when, you know what I'm saying, to be responsible. Well, being responsible and all that is a byproduct of not being able to financially advance. But like I said, a lot of these things are with children. So I'm not expecting no children to be, I mean, no child to even be thinking about how they're gonna well, I ain't well, that's let me rephrase that, because I do want my kids to be thinking about how they're gonna financially take care of themselves at a young age. You know what I'm saying, to prepare them for what's to come. But when they're not actually doing it, because at that age they don't have to. I mean, unless you buying them stocks and you showing them certain things that they could, you know, be part of. But we're necessarily a child doesn't necessarily have to have financial responsibility. You know what I'm saying? A child doesn't have to have financial responsibility. You know, this is where you know what I'm saying. But Lion, man, I like the way he said what he said too, man. You know what I'm saying? He came in, he fell off. Hopefully he'll jump back on. If not, peace to you, brother. I appreciate you for jumping on. For the younger people, criminality comes from mostly from unchecked emotions, no guidance, and money worship. Um, You still with the money thing. I don't think it's money worship because a lot of the senseless killings, it ain't about money, man. It ain't about territory or it ain't about drug wars. It's not about that. A lot of this shit is just about you shot my homie, now we shooting y'all, and now it's a war. And whoever is caught in between this war, it's going to fuck down. And usually the people that's caught in between are the women and the children, bro. And that's no good. That's for me, that's no good on no level. What's going on? We got P Mac in the building. What's happening, P Mac? You feel me? Where you? Oh shit! Hey man, I might have a surprise for y'all tomorrow, man. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to surprise y'all. But yeah, man, like that's just insane, bro. That's just insane. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Remo. I get it because some of these young guys do worship the money. Some of these young guys do get out here and do some of this shit because of the money. And now when we talk about the ones that's robbing, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Now, what's the solutions? Solution. Now we talking about the problems, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. You good. Yeah, man, that was my cousin, man. We got some shit going on with the family. We got some issues and shit right now, y'all. It's crazy. By marching, I mean, oh shit, by marching, I mean justice in any form, for that matter. Um, Jesus Christ. Hold on, y'all. What the fuck, man? Yeah, cause they ain't bad. But yeah, so Uncle P, I don't think marching gonna do nothing, man. Marching ain't gonna do nothing, man. Like they caught him, they got him. They got both of them locked up and in custody. Marching ain't gonna do nothing, man. I don't know, man. Mm. And I don't think it is a solution to this problem, y'all. I'm finna honestly, like, I don't think it's gonna be it's never gonna be a solution to this problem. Yeah, stupid stuff like you diss my dead friend in the song. Yeah, man. Miss Coco, how you doing, Miss Coco? We got some ladies in the building, so I'm gonna hurry up and get to this because Miss Coco, you the one I wanted in the building for this tonight. So D Chef said a lot of the YNs have money, but they also have a bloodlust that they feel is needed to solidify them amongst their peers, and that's facts, man. You know, now, like, and I get it, Remo, man. It ain't about see this. It's a different time, bro. It ain't about who got the most money, who got the who the freshest. It's about who got the most hats. You feel me? It's about who got the most bodies. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on out here nowadays. Who got the most bodies? You feel me? Especially with this youth. You know what I'm saying? So all that accountability and responsibility shit about money, that ain't even now when it comes to older people, you would think that the older people that's out here doing this type of shit that's acting like this, man, you know, you would think that they have a little bit more decorum about themselves and a little bit more respect about what they doing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because they should be in a place where they should be financially able to do the things that they need to do, but due to the decisions and choices that they made, they might not be. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, hey man, get off D Shep, man. Damn, you know D Shep. Oh no, D Shep, you know Miss Cocoa Butter. Oh no, D, you know Miss Cocoa Butter. Yeah, Miss Hey, Miss Cocoa Butter, we finna get on your ass, Miss Cocoa Butter. You know what I'm saying? Said Courtney, you know I have many facets. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey man, we appreciate you over here, D Shep. You feel me? D Shep, I would never follow your no neck. Hey man, hey man, hey, stop disrespecting the kings in the building. Oh shit, man. He said you'll follow me because you don't think. I can turn my head to see you. Y'all is crazy. So Professor says a solution can be implemented only by those on board. Those people who tout individuality are the ones that will undermine the consensus. Um, and that's true, but uncle, but not uncle, but Professor, I don't think there is a solution to actually stopping criminality, unalivings, and things of that nature. I don't think that this is some shit that has been around since the inception of mankind. You know, prostitution ain't just started yesterday, 20, 30, 40 years ago. You know, robbery, unaliving, bullying. This shit didn't just start 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. This shit has been here and it's always going to be here. Now, when we say solutions, I don't mean solutions to actually do away with the problem, but solutions to kind of die it down or tone it down. I do think if we were in different environments, if our environments weren't so impoverished, if our wages were decent wages to the point where, and also this too as well, the drug thing. I still think that psychosis of the drug community, not the drug community, but the psychosis of the drug epidemic when it hit our communities, um, it fucked us up, man, so hard, man. They hit us, and what's crazy, y'all, they hit us with everything, man. They hit us with everything, welfare, you know what I'm saying, the drugs, the LGBTQ plus QIA plus community, they hitting us with all this shit, bro. And then they taking all this shit that they hitting us with, and every time something's done, they highlighting it, they putting it on the news. Bro, every time, anytime I go anywhere on another platform, on another channel, the first thing people want to know is it really like that in Chicago? And I'd be like, what the fuck? Is that the only thing that's the only thing you got to ask me? That's what they D-Shep, what's going on, my boy?
Hey, salute, bruh. No, I just want to speak on the fact, like, you got cats that it's no lie when they say prison preserves you. So when with that being said, not only does it preserve your body in the aspect of some of these cats I know been gone for like decades and come home looking like they just when they left. But if they don't do something to occupy their minds, they come out basically the same age they was when they went in. And a lot of these dudes ain't never graduated high school, ain't never thought about that stuff. They life was they turned to the streets, at an early age. I feel, so their mind was preserved at that young age. They just had to deal with all the nonsense. I won't even call it nonsense, all the bullshit that went on in the pen. And I know this from experience.
Mhm.
But if you don't do something while you're in there that's productive to basically get your mind frame out of where you're at for the moment, to kind of elevate yourself while you're locked up, you're gonna come home with the same mind frame that you went in with. And
Mm.
I got cousins that that I wrote out, wrote bids out with, and I got letters to say, I'm done, I'm done. Then get home and shit turn out to be super crip again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you can't function in what we consider reality out here, it's hard to really combat that, man.
So you think so? So what you think? We should just make cages for motherfuckers who don't know how to act because they
Nah,
want to be.
nah, nah. I honestly, I think it should be mandatory. See, the prison complex is based on punishment, not rehabilitation. It needs
Mhm.
to go to or back to, because there was a point where in some states where rehabilitation was key. That shit no longer exists, especially with the investments of the private prisons and all of that mess. They don't care. Now you look at the southern states where they have a problem staffing the prisons. So in reality, yes, the inmates run the prisons. I got a Zoom with a FaceTime call from one of my young partners, in Georgia, and that boy did everything but walked out the fucking front gates, and he's showing me this stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So,
Mm-mm.
like you were saying, incentive has to be on both ends, but those that because what I can say is, whereas convicted felons that were coming home didn't stand a chance, that's a lie today. There are plenty of companies that will hire convicted felons, so that's not an excuse anymore. Now it's like, okay, you choose not to do shit with your life,
That's true.
and whenever you it's crazy because I watch this shit every day. My nephew is in the pen right now. He calls me every fucking day. And a lot of times, well, I won't say a lot of times, but a few times I don't even answer the call. I'm like, what the fuck can we talk about? Other
The show
than
was on.
you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey man, I feel you, man. But like, I just like, but a solution, a real like solution to this. I don't think it would ever be a real solution. Like I say, man, this shit been going on forever. And like one of the brothers in the chat said, man, as long as we got feelings, it's always gonna be unalive and a killer. As
And
long as
and,
we deal,
and, and
as long as we deal with what we deal with emotionally, it's gonna be the same thing.
if I may, Professor Remo, unfortunately, man, that's not an option for some people. Not everybody's situation is the same, man. And I grew up, I won't say I had it like stupid hard and then, 'cause I had both parents and my, but I know people that didn't have jack, that had to fend on their own from the time they were kids. So yeah, some of this shit, man, it's not it's beyond just saying, oh, don't go to prison. When a
Now
motherfucker stomach
he
touching
was
his back,
yeah, he was saying
what
the
you
idea.
expect him to do?
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. And then, like I say, but see, we don't have communities no more because if we had communities, if your stomach was touching your back and we was aligned with each other like we supposed to be, shouldn't be nobody hungry.
Even
But with,
when we had communities, brother, that was only in those communities you had households that were basically, as kids, you were taught, oh, don't you go playing with them. Because the parents is full of shit. And it's
yeah,
hard to embrace, you know what I'm saying? As kids, we don't care. But where we're being raised by that community, don't get me wrong, I went the rough route and all that stuff. So I understand both sides of that fence. But even with those communities that we grew up in, there was still people that was considered off limits because they didn't care. They were stealing from the people that was trying to help.
yeah, you get that too. You get that too. You get that too. But you don't get enough of the community though, bro. You don't get enough of us giving a fuck about each other. Like
Oh
that's a
no.
problem.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, we don't give enough about us. We don't care about each other like we used to as well. Don't get me wrong. I know shit like that happen, bro. Because don't get me wrong. I ain't finna sit up here and say I had a fucking peachy cream life. You feel me? I done did a lot of this shit too, but I still knew. I still well.
We
It
weren't
took for me.
taught that way. We just chose that route. That's the
Yeah,
difference.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay, I get
saying?
you that. Yeah, I wasn't forced upon none of the shit I had to do, and it wasn't really like I had to do that shit. But you feel me? I took it upon myself to do that shit anyway, you know. But listen, but once you fall into that rabbit hole, though, D Shep, it's hard to get the fuck up out of that. You know what I'm saying? I know
No,
brothers
it's
right now.
not. It's
Well,
not.
shit, you tell that. I mean, it's not because I didn't got up out of it. You didn't got up out of it. But I know a lot of motherfuckers, bro, that can't shake it. They can't break it.
I had a motherfucker, and I ain't even call him a motherfucker. I had a good brother. He's a Muslim brother that knew me, way back when. We come through school together, and he came out here, and me and my wife went and visited him, and he was telling my wife, "Oh, yeah, when talking about me in my former life. Oh, he was an animal when he, especially if he get to drink. Oh, it's like, yeah, I did that, and he I didn't have no problem with him saying what he said, but it's like you have to somewhere along the lines. I told my mother a few years ago uh, that I never not listened. Anything that she told me, it didn't go in one ear and out the other. I had to go through what I had to go through for it to make sense to me, and all so it was always there. And that's something that you don't get in every household, because some households are full of negativity, so they breed what we look at now as the YNs, because we were once those YNs, just on a different level.
Yeah, facts, facts. Professor says we need to deal with the reality of our capacity to do wrong as well as our ability to be righteous. He says we aren't dealing with both sides as a community. He says we focus so much on the negative that we overshadow the positive.
And
But
in
again,
response to that, go ahead,
go
brother.
ahead. But I was gonna say, but again, the reason why is I was gonna just piggyback off what you said earlier. Sometimes people don't have those options to 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 look to the righteous side. You feel me? I want to be righteous, but shit, if I can't eat, my stomach is in my back, and I know the only way that I'm finna go get something to eat is to go knock a motherfucker upside the head. Man, I don't want. But
It's
man, you see,
a lot of these kids, man, a lot of these youngsters are put in a fight or flight situation. I've been there, but that's because it wasn't, my options weren't really given to me. If that makes sense, when your options aren't given to you, that you can do this or be this or do this, you are gonna be who you are subjected to, who you feel comfortable around. And I'm not one to sit there and constantly sit there and talk about the problem, because I love solutions. And I've been out here in Vegas for a while now, and I've impacted a lot of young cats' lives. And whether I thought so at the time or not, because I feel like, damn, I was telling you all this good shit, telling you what you can do, how you can, and not just telling you, but explaining to you how you can do X, Y, and Z.
right?
But in the end, people are gonna have to go through their path. We think that just because we raise kids to be, you know, good people, good societal members, that's what they're gonna do. No, they have to choose. They're gonna walk their path, man.
That's facts. That's
And
facts. That's
when they realize what you gave them, it's not too late for some of them. Some of them will come home, and it's like I explained to my mother. It didn't go in one ear and not the other. I had to go through what I went through for it really sank in.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
don't count nobody out. I just look at it and say, damn, I wish I could figure out a way for it to be more preventative, so that they don't have to go through this shit, as opposed to waiting until they go through it for them to realize what you told them to be gospel.
Okay, well, see, and so to speak on that, bro, it's like a lot of times, when first of all, we don't have enough men doing what we trying to do. But when you do get those brothers that's out there doing that, a lot of times the youth ain't listening to that shit. They don't want to hear that shit. You feel me? You ain't got the nice watch, you ain't got the chain, you ain't got the car they want. You feel me? But see, but that's all the perception. That's all the propaganda
Yes,
that's being
that's the
pushed.
perception versus the reality. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, again, I agree. We got to show. That's why, bro, when I come up here sometime, I know I like to do what I do, but sometimes, bro, the Monday through Thursday, bro, I try to have intellectual discourse. I try to show that black men ain't got to come up here and be part of a certain sector. We can just talk about anything and have proper decorum, when we talking to each other without the name calling, what I'm saying, without the
Facts.
ad hominem. and without the all aboard. So I try to present that. I try not to say the N-word so much. You know what I'm saying? Even when I curse, I apologize to my chat and to the people. I'm a grown. I ain't got it, but I apologize. You know, sometimes like I try to make it you know aware to myself and to my conscience. I'm trying to beat it into my conscience because if I can beat it into me, you feel me? Maybe somebody will see that and be like, well, damn, you know, I don't have to do that. Or maybe it is another way. You know what I'm saying? We know it's another way, but it's all about waking them up to see that. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard sometimes.
Now,
It's hard.
true. I totally agree, bro. We also have to look at what they see, which is the perception. You see these guys out here with these chains and they you know got these stacks holding them up to their ears now like they phones, but them guys ain't got jack. The real people with money don't show that they have money. You would never know that they had money. And that's the part that is hard to get these youngsters to understand. When you just because you have it don't mean you gotta show it and flaunt it. All that does is makes you a target.
It
For
took me a
somebody
while.
like, go ahead.
I said it took me a while to understand that. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie to nobody. It took me a while to understand that. You know, I wasn't always as elevated and as enlightening and in tune as I was. It took me a while to understand it, but when I got it, shit, I ain't let it go.
And you shouldn't. And that's why I say everything happens for everybody. Those that we can reach in like trying to reach out to the 20 to 30-year-old crowd is going to be a hard process for us. That's why we have to reach down when they're younger. And because a lot of these guys that are even having money, they still don't have the concept of financial literacy. And without that, you're gonna you take everything that you've gotten or you've gained, whether it's ill or however you got it, and you think that okay, just because I've been getting it like this, I'm gonna continue to get it like this. Nobody ever thinks about the consequences that come with the action. That's one thing that I as a youngster, when I was a youngster, I was already ready. I knew where I knew where I was headed. I had no problem with that because at that time, it's like I said, shit, I understood the assignment and what came with the assignment. So, and I can't say that in the shoes. I ain't gonna even lie. There were a lot of us that did. Now we didn't know that some of these guys did. Some of my peers didn't understand or realize that they was going to get hit with calendars.
Football number, football
you understand
jersey.
me?
I'm talking about lineman numbers, not the receivers.
Man, look here. I got partners. I got 2 partners came home this year. That those are my last 3 that I've been writing and making sure they were straight in whatever capacity. One did 26, one did 30, and the other did 8.5. And he should have never been there. The third one should have never been there. But because of his priors, the state was like, hey, yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
And that's a double jeopardy situation.
And look, but you know what? I tell my kids this shit too. You might be the best kid and you might not get in no trouble, but you being goofy all the motherfucking time, when something go wrong, and they always calling your name for being goofy. So when something go wrong, even if you didn't fucking do it and they put you in it, if you would have sat your ass down and stopped being so goofy and stopped being the motherfucker who named that the teacher called all the goddamn time, they wouldn't have put you in it, man. They wouldn't have put you in it.
Because they would have never figured you to be the person.
Now, I'm just speaking towards the prize. I ain't saying he a bad guy, but even with
no, I understand. I understand.
Yeah, it was some of my homies, nigga. Man, come on, man. You known for Kim. Okay. Was even with some of the people that I have observed in my lifetime. You know you the motherfucker for carrying the guns and doing it. And bro, you just gonna continue to go somewhere where you know they looking for you at because they know you the person that do this shit, and you just gonna be over there anyway. And then when you get caught, you mad than a motherfucker.
And you blaming whoever.
Yeah, and I told you don't, and you knew not to. Come on, man. Get your ass about here, bro.
See,
don't get me right.
For me, it hit everybody as a surprise because we were raised in a certain area. In the area I was raised in, we were raised on respect towards our elders and those that we were around. My parents didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. That's how critical this shit was. So when it finally came out into the wash, everybody was stunned. But I wasn't. I was,
Yeah.
like I said, I had already soaked up what I needed to soak up, chose the path I chose, and wasn't tripping on the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
But but at the same time, I was also being held down by prayer warriors, bruh. Because there's no way that I should have escaped the way I did with a light sentence and not get caught for all of the major shit I was doing. And I took that and I ran with it. So everybody get it in their own time. Some just be later than others, man. That's the sad part about it. And there's no amount of preparation that we can put anybody through, or no amount of game that we could put down for somebody that's mind is already made up on what they want to do.
That's facts. That's facts. We can only hope to just guide them and keep them, you know what I'm saying? Just keep them focused in the right direction, and hopefully they be like, okay, well, you know what, this old motherfucker telling me something that I really should take a hold of. And like I was talking to an older brother. He said, man, sometimes it just take a little while longer for some people, man, but eventually they'll come around. And
We don't give up
sometimes
on.
yeah, that's what he told me. He said, don't give up, because he say sometimes, some people just don't. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? But he said, man, just yeah. But he said just because it don't click, he said that don't make them less of an individual, less of a person that you should talk to or still love or still care for or still have respect for. It's just that you got to know how to play it, man. You got to know how to be take yourself away from certain things, because that shit can drain you and take you down.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have to you
Yeah.
know when you hear these folks that went to college, I'm not saying that their lives was all that great coming up, but they went to college, they earned their degree. Well, they had to work 3-4 jobs, but they got theirs, and then they turn around and want to be community activists, and they're coming back telling these youngsters that wasn't afforded the same opportunities or that they were, as far as having the brains to endure all of that, the brains and the fortitude more so to endure all of that. They looking at these folks like, why are you here? But then you take a cat that's been through the mud, brought themselves up out the mud, been in the trenches, and made some of themselves, and can tell the story and the woes and the pitfalls of everything that they went through. They will relate more.
Yeah, man. Hey, big shout out to Coach Ricky, man. Hey, man. See, that's why I highlight and promote the EGE Bears, man. Big shout out to Coach Ricky, man. That was a brother, man. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, man. You know what I'm saying? He came from that lifestyle, and he chose. I got him into coaching football, and he chose to make a conscious decision to leave that lifestyle alone. And what he been doing for the past, I want to say, damn near 10 years of his life, maybe not that long, damn near close though, is coaching football. Now he didn't got to the point where
Right.
he owns his own youth ball, AAU youth ball organization right here in Chicago. And he helps the youth. He even started a cheerleading team. So he helping little girls. He got a staff of women to help the little girls as well. So like I understand that. Big shout out to all the brothers, man, that's trying to make a change and ain't doing the same shit that they used to, because it's easy to go back to doing that shit. It's hard to say I'm finna get up every day, because I used to shoot at niggas and unalive niggas or whatever the case may be, sell drugs in my
Right.
community. To say I ain't doing that shit no more. Even if I'm broke, even if I ain't got no job, I can't get up and I can't do the things that I need to do. But I know my purpose now is to help these kids. I know my purpose now is to rebuild the community or the communities that I help destroy. You know what I'm saying? So,
But see what you just said is key. When a lot of people don't even come into the realization that they help destroy something. So when you come into that realization that you have destroyed, and now you've either done your time and you've come out to still lead a productive life, or you just sit there and you got lucky and slipped through the cracks and you chose another path, you still
Mhm.
have to take accountability. And once you take accountability, it makes you look back and say, damn, let me go back and rebuild, help to, at least in whatever capacity I can, rebuild what I helped to destroy. But not everybody has that piece of reality, man. They don't have a reality check.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. Hey, but listen, let's get to my real topic, man, because I got the people in the building tonight. Yeah, hey, we finna have a for show TV conversation since that's what he. Hey, so earlier, man, and not only on for sure, I've been hearing this everywhere, man. Because for sure, actually for sure, my Brody, make sure y'all going in, tapping into for show TV, the best TV. Also, my blood of Monkey Man. So make sure y'all go check out TMB with Monkey Man. I actually heard it this morning on It Is What It Is, because I've been fucking with Cam and May since they've been back on. Big shout out to It Is What It Is, season 7 too. But this thing about Ciara changing Baby Future last name to Wilson. D Shep. What do you
Don't know
think?
nothing about it. I don't follow that crap. I'm finna drop down.
No, not. But as a man, no. But I'm saying just as a man, bro, and you got a son, and he
3.
stays. I'm saying, but he stays with they stay with the mom. If what if your mother's children, without your permission or without speaking to you, or even if she did come to you, say, "Well, look, I'm remarried now. I got a baby by him, and I want to change our kid's last name to his last name." What the fuck? How is that even a thing?
That boils down to whether or not the capacity that man was in that child's life. If the
I
man
still
wasn't never in the child's life, then how can he complain about anything that goes on?
I still don't agree because I cleaned it up because I said that even if you was with him, like, but even if you was in a child's life, for a woman to come to you and ask you, like, why? How? Because if you was in the child's life, she wouldn't feel the need to come to ask you. And so that's why I tried to ease into the scenario because I don't think this was a situation about being asked. But let's just say you were in the child life and she came to ask you some shit like this. Like, I just don't see how that's even possible, bro. How
It's
could
it's
you even?
bogus. It's bogus. It's
Yeah,
bogus. I'm not even gonna lie. And I was put in a situation myself to whether or not I wanted to, do what she actually did. And I said, I'm gonna holler at the father who's been absent for shit damn near 20 years. But I'm not gonna make that decision and say, yeah, go ahead and do it. I read that that's a situation where if the child is old enough, you put it in the child's hands, man, and see how they feel. But if they're
yeah.
not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't even call that one, bro. That's pretty janky depending on how you're looking at it. Because we can look at things as a cup half empty, but we can also look at things as a cup half full, just depending on the circumstances.
And that shit don't make no sense because guess what? It's still half empty. If it's half full, it's half empty. If it's half empty, it ain't full. So that shit don't make no sense.
But
Because
it's
at the
it,
end,
it, it and when I this is how it makes sense. Because if you look at it as half empty, you really don't have no plans on it being full. You're gonna always look at, damn, um, I still need this, I still need that. And it's about perspective, man, and how you look at things. And the way you word shit, man, really plays a big part in the outcome of how things may turn out. It
well,
could be
see,
the
but I'm
same scenario, same situation. But
uh,
if you look at it from a positive aspect, you will tend more likely to gain something positive out of it. But if you're looking at it from a negative aspect, it may just 9 times out of 10 it will go negative.
I'm looking at it from an insanity aspect. Like I
Yeah, it's
just
crazy.
and a respect aspect. But only way that have empty, half full shit would make sense if I was pouring into that cup. You know what I'm saying? Now I fuck with that analogy better. You know what I'm saying? My cup runneth over because if you're pouring into something, you know what I'm saying, it'll never be empty because it depends on if you're running out of the shit that you're pouring
But
into it.
what do we really know about the situation other than what's being said as far as I wanting to change the name? What else do you really know about the situation?
Well, we don't. So, but I'm just speaking on. That's why I said what. That's why I gave the narrative about what if you was in a child's life and she came to ask, because a woman just ain't gonna come to ask you if you're not in the child's life.
All we doing is pouring out opinions, bro. And you know what they say about opinions.
Yeah, and I guess so everybody got one for show in the building, man. What's going on, Brody?
Man, what's up, man? Y'all welcome to For Show Convos. You know what I'm talking about?
What's happening with you for sure?
It looks like we're Hey, now I got a couple minutes, man. Now I just want to say real quick. I heard y'all talking about the youth, and the number one thing with the youth is the approach.
Thank you.
It's the way you gotta approach them. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the what y'all saying was both right, but me working, you know what I mean, in the juvenile shit like that, it's the way you approach them kids, man. You can't talk at them. You gotta talk to them, and you gotta.
Thank you.
It's almost you got to start off by leading with a question and get them the opportunity to spill it to you instead of you just coming to them asking what's wrong, because they can get defensive or they might be hiding something. But if you give them that runway, the comfortability, then go ahead and open up, and then they be willing to listen.
You have to relate to them and make them feel like what they're saying actually matters, which it does.
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody that talks to them is talking to them like they are somebody. They talking to them from a little big bro, a adult child situation. Like you said, talk to them.
Yeah. So it's like
they still kids though. So how what other way? Don't get me wrong. I know because I preach effective communication. But what other way is there to talk to a person that's a child besides in the ways of a child?
Thing, bro. This the thing. You're talking to children that have lived lives that adults haven't lived.
Yeah, and it's different because you're talking to kids that's not yours. Of course, you're gonna talk to your kids different than you talk to somebody else's kids. You're talking to kids that you don't know that you just met.
Right.
So you got to be able to break the ice to where they're willing to listen. Because once they tune your ass out, it's over with.
And that's why you have to be relatable to them. And even if it starts off as just cracking a joke, or every time they see you, hey man, you crack a little joke to them. That just lowers their guard just that much every time.
Yeah.
And then when you hit them with something serious, they'll be less resistant and more open to listen or even respond.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to get my perspective on that, man. I ain't gonna be here long. And now let's get to this other situation real quick, man. You know what I'm talking about? No, Beard, I got fuck with him, man. You know we try to affect him, and Monkey, man. You know what I'm talking about.
I already know. I'll be checking y'all out, man.
I got fuck with him. But that Ciara situation, I feel like this here. If she asked that man and he said cool, I got no problem with it. But if she just changed that kid last name without asking that man, that's totally wrong. No matter if that man life, that's totally wrong. Because just say for the sake of argument that he didn't know that the kid was his Future at the beginning, and she had the kid had Ciara last name.
I didn't know that.
No. I'm making
he's putting a scenario out there.
I'm just putting a scenario out there, Bearded. Now, what I'm saying is, just say for the sake of argument that when the baby was born, Future didn't know the kid was his. Not saying she was on some freak shit. He just didn't know, and he found out the kid was his, and he ended up getting custody of the kid. But the kid got her last name. How would you feel if he just? How would she feel if he just changed the kid last name his or to the kid? I mean, to the baby mom that he messes with or some shit like that. That should be totally wrong, dog.
See, but that's why I say only a woman would come up with some shit like. I don't think only a woman would come up with some shit like this. I don't think no brothers would do this.
Because it's not in our nature.
Nah.
Don't get it twisted. There's some weird ass dudes out there that would, but on average, nah. That's not something that we think about or do.
Yeah, it is some crazy, weird ass motherfuckers out here, but just like you said, on the average, bro, I don't think that would be something that we would partake in or even fancy.
Now
we would do.
Now, if he adopted him, then I got no problem with it either.
Facts.
Yeah, but see, but even through the adoption process, that still would have to be a conversation that would have to be had with the father because he would have to give up his rights in order for another
And
man
there are
or
plenty that will do that because
Yeah,
you
but
know what I'm
um,
saying?
no, but what I'm saying is, if he got adoption, that means the process is already done. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
oh yeah, if he got adopted, yeah.
And I'm saying the
So,
process is already done. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, we talking the same thing.
so now, like Coco was saying earlier, well, Future don't do nothing for the kid or woo off the band. I still don't think it's right, regardless of whether the father don't do nothing for the kid, whatever. If you give him his last name and he got his last name and that's his kid, I still don't think you should be changing it. Whether I'm mad,
Nah, man, if the father ain't doing shit for the kid's gonna grow up with resentment towards the father when the father tries to insert himself.
but
And
that
that's
don't mean
just gonna create a whole nother problem.
but
Because
that
he
don't mean
already don't consider the man his daddy. So what the fuck would he want his last name for?
no, man, hell no. And I don't think kids think that deep. I think that's some
No,
adult.
brother, I'm telling you from experience. The situation I'm in for 25 years, 23 years rather, kind of hinged along those same lines. Yeah, kids do think that deep once they hit a certain age.
Yeah, when they hit a certain age, yeah, but
It's
as a
still like
child,
8 or
like
9 or something like that.
yeah, he ain't
Thank you.
understanding that shit. Man, I don't think he understanding all that
We
shit.
go for that.
By the
He
time
could,
he turns 11, 12,
he
a
could.
different reality sets in. So we talking about a couple of years from now. We ain't talking about 10 years, 5 years. We talking about
Yeah.
just a couple of years from now.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying till then, I don't know, man. Like I
Leave it
said,
as it is.
I don't really know the details, so I can't speak on it like that. But I'm just
And
saying,
that's
scenario wise, if she got approval from Future, that's cool. If she didn't get approval, that shit ain't cool, no matter how you look at it. Because
but
what
for
she,
sure, that's what I was just saying, bro.
trying to
I
do,
thought there may have been some insight, some deeper information. I'm like, right now, all we doing is coming up with opinions and hypotheses.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
So
what
you
I'm
know,
saying. That's the only way I can think of it. But what I'm saying is, I can see, even though it's wrong, I can see what y'all doing because y'all got a whole household, and he the only one with a different last name.
Well, shit, man, how many black households do that? That happened in a lot of black
That's a
households.
lot.
yeah,
But
I grew up in a household with the only last name. That with my mother's, I was the only one with my mother's last name. My brothers and sisters all had my stepdad last name.
Come on, man, my sister got a different name than I. Come on, man, like that, man, hell no, hell
I
no.
ain't
I mean,
saying,
don't
But
get me wrong.
the difference on that end was my dad, my biological was always in my life. So it was never, he died my best friend. So
Yeah,
there was never no distance between us except for when he went to the pen.
yeah. Now,
so
don't get me wrong. Uniformity can be a thing. I'm fucking with that for sure. I get the point about the uniformity and everybody having a last name, and if so, it can be some type of functionality, and it don't seem dysfunctional because, but that being like what he being teased by his brothers and sisters, or is he being talked about? Because that shit happens too. Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Your daddy ain't my dad. That shit happens too now. But I
But it's
would,
hard. It's hard for me. Go ahead. My bad. My
but I ain't
bad.
no. But what I was saying is, I ain't saying that that's what's happening, but that does happen. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to even have this kind of discussion without knowing what the hell is really going on. You
I
know what I'm
mean,
Yeah,
saying?
I feel what you're saying, but logically, I don't need no details
yeah,
because it's just common sense. Look at it. If he, if the man approved of it, it's cool. If he didn't, that shit ain't cool. There ain't no other way around it. I don't need to know the
yeah.
details and the logistics of it. Just all I need to know is he signed off on it. That's cool. If he didn't sign off on it, that shit ain't cool.
That's just like, but what you speaking on, just like a bitter baby mama saying, "No, if you choose to do what I say do, then you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna put you on child support. Or if I got you on child support and you just play along to get along, then I'm gonna take you off." That's what that sounds like to me.
Nah,
No,
nah. I'm just
no.
basically summing it up. What I'm saying is, look here, I got a daughter, and man, my baby mama was married. It was one time she ever thought changing my daughter's last name to her husband last name. I was always involved. Like it wasn't no shit. Like it wasn't no shit like that
But
would ever
that's
happen.
you were involved. That's the
But what
thing.
I'm
That's
saying is,
that's
if you're involved or not, my guy, you gotta get dad consent to change the last name, my guy.
if dad don't give a fuck and he ain't nowhere around, what do it matter?
Bro, it
What is he
don't
gonna
matter,
put
bro.
input in on it?
You can't just change nobody's last name without the dad. He can't just Future can't just take that kid and move him out of town.
Sure, okay.
So come on, man. Just because that he not there, that don't make it cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if she called the police, then but and technically she just can't move him out of town if you know what I'm saying he paying or whatever. Unless, like I say, it's situated in the court,
Yeah.
And it's got to be situated in the court, man. You just D shot.
I don't need the whole details of what's going on like that. I'm just saying in
My
general.
bad, I hit the wrong button, man.
No, I'm just saying
Yeah.
in general. Like I was just summing it up. What I'm saying is, if she talked to that man and he denounced it like that, I'm not messing with that kid. That's y'all kid. Okay, but if you didn't bring that to that man, if that man didn't approve of that, that's not right. No matter how you feel as a parent, you can't just change that man's last name like that.
Mhm.
Even though they did it, it's not right. That's all I'm saying. It ain't gotta be
Look at you have a valid point on it. Yo, every opinion, every situation that we talk
you got
about
an echo, bro.
is valid.
You got an echo.
But yeah, I see that, man. It's really killing the hell out of me. Hold on. I thought it was just me and my shit. Hold on.
You sound cool now.
Nah, it's because I wasn't really. God damn it.
And I get T-Shell's perspective too, for sure, because he going through that type of situation. So, he's speaking on it, from his viewpoint, from actually going through it. You know what I'm saying? Versus us, if I guess you want to say speculating or just giving our opinion on just for what we're hearing. But again, like I say, I think that's more of a respect issue, and that's more of just a personal issue. That's my child still, nonetheless. So permission has to.
Bro, my kids are grown. My the two in that we're talking about. They I wasn't even a proponent. Like I wasn't never like, oh yeah. I actually talked to their father to give him game on how to interact with his kids that he's been absent with.
Mm.
The nigga just chose to say, nigga chose to just go ahead and do what he wanted to do. Do things his way, and he fucked it up. And this has been
That's cool. I mean, I understand that. I respect that. I respect you stepping up to the plate. But what I'm saying is, you talk to the dad.
right.
Did that man go talk to him? And we know he didn't, because he don't even like dude. So we know he didn't go talk to that.
Yeah,
So it's two totally different situations.
Yeah,
But we don't know anything about this situation to be speculating. That's my whole thing. All
One
we hearing about is
thing we all can agree on, all three of us can agree on, that Future didn't fuck with Russell Wilson. We all can agree on that.
facts.
So we know the conversation for them having was out the window.
Yeah,
So it's
because
either him and Ciara having that conversation, or the conversation didn't happen at all. Because one, Russell Wilson way too fucking corny to approach Future.
That we know of, just based on public
Hey, come on, bro.
shit,
Man, we
bro.
all know that nigga corny.
yeah, we discussing that good in the future,
All
man.
right, yeah, okay. Now I'm trying to do what you just did, nigga. Bearded. I'm trying.
Let me mastermind that. Let me mastermind the devil's advocate. Let me do that. Cause man, man. This the same motherfucker that said he wasn't sleeping with her until they got married. Man, hell nah, he ain't approaching this man. You know that was a Ciara made decision. That was a final decision and only decision made by her and her only.
I mean, like I say, bruh, stranger things have happened.
Man, if I was Future, I'd sue her ass. Well, I'll sue Russell ass. I'll sue Russell ass.
What you gonna sue? What you gonna? I don't want my kids. I don't want my kid, but I'm gonna sue you for trying to change his last name. What kind of
Hell yeah. Listen, if Drake can sue Universal for that Kendrick shit, Future can sue Russell for Ciara changing his son last name. I guarantee.
So but that would be a him suing Ciara thing.
No. I'm suing what's going on, Peso in the building. No, I'm suing Russell. He the motherfucker that
What's happening, Peso?
He the motherfucker that allowed her to put his name on that child. I'm suing him.
How did he know that she didn't lie to him and say, yeah, I talked to him, and he said it was okay.
They're gonna have to prove that in court. God damn it, they're gonna have to.
So that's the problem with you folks. I'm gonna say you folks. Y'all be so happy as hell.
I ain't so happy. I'm just
Nah, we having an entertaining conversation, man. I trust and believe ain't none of what we speaking on personal to me. This shit crazy.
Yeah, I ain't too happy at all, but goddamn it, but I'm shit. Why not? You can sue for for sure. You went to sue his ass, sue Russell Wilson. We finna try to sue Russell.
Hey, I don't know about this. Yeah, fuck it. You get a bag out of fuck it. That damn shit. Yeah, I don't know about this.
God.
But if you can, fucking get some money out of it. Get your child support that you paid back. Goddamn, fuck it.
But I'm more into details, my nigga. I can't lie. I'm more into details, man.
I feel you.
So yeah, most definitely. We understand that.
Yeah, I'm in the details too, but I was just saying, general speaking, because we don't know. So
right.
If you know what I'm saying, if the man is not involved and he's just trying to mess with him, he's not trying to mess with him. There's me echo going on.
Yeah. Right.
I'm trying. Let me hold on. Let me go on mute and see if that's me.
Hello. Is it you? Did you hear echo now? Because I don't hear one. What about you? Yeah, I don't hear none for sure.
Is that me?
Oh, that's you for sure?
That's you, Todd. That's you for sure.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, for sure. Talking about that. Oh, that's him with the echo.
He gonna call me out. It's him now.
I don't think that's me.
Nah, hold on. I'm finna go back on mute.
Yo. No, that ain't me.
No, ain't. Yeah. What
I think it's bearded.
Now, let me drop myself out. Let me see.
I don't hear it.
Yo.
Yeah, me and you talking. I do not hear it.
Yeah, that was bearded.
See?
Now, but I was just saying hypothetically because we don't know the details, and I understand what you're saying about you want the details before, you know what I'm saying, before you speak on it. But I was just saying generalization because we don't know the details. So I was just saying, sum it up wise, if the man approved of it, I got no problem with it. But if y'all just did that out of spite, I'm not cool.
Now, if it was out of spite, yeah, that's just total fuck shit. I agree with you on that.
Because I mean, we know they don't like him. You know what I'm saying? That what I was.
But that out of spite gonna be because he might not take care of his kids. So she like, fuck it. That's what I'm saying. So we just can't be doing that. That's why
which we
it
can,
ain't
we can see here. God damn it. I'm hearing it again. My shit. That out of spite. I mean, what we speaking on we could take one scenario and then turn around and build it and make it another scenario, but we don't know, Jack. So all we're doing is speaking hypothetically. Or just you know what I'm saying? I honestly hate doing that because when it comes down to it and then everything come out in the wash, then we not necessarily looking crazy, but I just feel like, damn, I should have just kept my mouth closed until I knew what was going on.
Yeah, but that's why I'm summing up as a generalization because the details can still equal what we're saying.
Yeah. If he agreed, so be
Yeah,
it. If he didn't,
yeah.
I
So the
got you.
detail just going, you know what I'm saying, lead to which way we was thinking at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm putting a generalization on it, because I'm not trying to bash nobody or talk down on nobody, because it ain't that deep. But I'm just saying overall, as a parent, we all parents, and we want nobody to just change our kid last name, but we all active in our kids' lives. You know what I mean? So it's it's
No,
it's
for shit show.
it's a
Yeah,
balance. It's
I
a
got a
fine
lot of
line
them.
between it. Go ahead, Beard.
I said I got a lot of them, so hell yeah. But that's why I'm saying what I'm saying too, though, because it's like, regardless of whether he there or not, I don't have to know no details for me to know as a man. I don't give a fuck if I ain't taking care of none of my kids. If they got my name from birth, they should keep my name from birth. Period. I don't give a fuck if I never see none one of them again
If
in my
you ain't
life.
taking care of him or doing nothing for him, that means you just a sperm donor. You not even a daddy.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Man, that's who created that, huh? I can dig it.
I don't,
So
yeah, bro. All that I don't take care of them shit. I don't give no fuck. It might be a reason I don't take care of them motherfuckers. You feel? It
Dad,
might.
you can't. Please don't say no shit like that and actually think I'm gonna ride with it.
I,
There's got to be a reason that I'm not taking care of my kids. Come on.
First of all, your perception and your reality is yours. And if I was a person that did that shit or wanted to do that shit, my perception and my reality will be mine. So
Yeah,
it might be
yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
And
so
that's what we do it. Making up, giving opinions. My opinion is my opinion, just like your opinion is your opinion. But your opinion is more of a reality in your mind, not in your mind,
no,
but in your world, because of
no
how you
perception,
feel, how strongly you feel about it. That's
no
the
perception.
perception versus the reality.
Yeah, but you keep throwing opinions in there though. We're talking about perception. I may perceive, see, and this is why perception is different from opinion. Because when we first started having this conversation, you gave a personal experience. So you gave an answer to this, not really speculating, but from a personal experience. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So from what you went through, so the way you perceive that experience is how you responded. See, I ain't went through no experience because I ain't no good ass nigga. Or even if I was, because now you hear me telling you, because even if I was a no good ass nigga, I don't give a fuck one way or another. Don't change the fucking child's name. You see what I'm saying? That's not an opinion. I don't care one way or another. Don't change the child's name. Period.
That's where you stand. I can't do nothing but dig that.
Yeah. See now, and now if I was opinionated, it would be like, well, a lot of people in society said, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm
Yeah,
thinking about what other people are
yeah,
saying, and I'm getting
yeah.
the
Yeah,
demons
perspective
that
is different, but it's different, but it's
it can
almost
be
a
the
bit. But
same. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
But
different, but
my
it's the
my
same.
whole my whole
Yeah,
my whole thing with this is that we took somebody else's situation and was voicing our opinions based on speculation without any proof. And some of that shit hit home in different ways. But at the end of the day, we still talking about somebody else's situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. We always
yeah.
talking about some places. That's what we gonna.
That's it. Once they hit the news, it's everybody's situation. You get
Man,
that?
I didn't know shit about it until just now.
Oh,
So
for sure.
that's why I was ready to drop down.
That's what I'm saying for
I'm like,
show
I don't even
conversation.
care.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying
Hey,
for show conversation, because I was talking about this earlier, and Beardy said he's gonna talk about it tonight, so that's all I was fucking with.
Don't get me wrong, bro. I'm not necessarily saying I care or don't care, but it's still a conversation that should be had because guess what?
nah, and that's what we doing, having a conversation. No, it ain't no
Oh,
feelings involved in the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just we having a conversation and we looking at shit from different perspectives based on the
all right,
conversation.
Yeah.
all right. Let me ask y'all this. Fuck Future and Ciara. You,
Okay.
you and your woman, right? Y'all together for sure. Y'all, you listening for sure in D Shop?
Yeah, I'm
You and your
listening.
woman
Yeah,
together. Y'all have a child. Next thing you know, your child got two last names. What y'all think about that shit? Because I ain't going for that shit neither. And
that's not
man,
an option.
that shit irks my nerve, man.
That's
How
not an
can
That
you
shit
have
option.
two last
irks,
names?
man, bro.
She
Man, you
talking
know,
about the. I know what he's saying. The slash, the won't slash won't.
So do you got
Nah,
the
that's
daddy
not an
name
option.
and the stepdaddy last name, or you got the mama and the daddy name?
The mama and the
Come on,
daddy last name more so. No,
and y'all.
no, this ain't the stepdaddy ain't got nothing to do with it.
This the mom and the daddy, and y'all together. Y'all in the same household, raising 4 kids together. And she had nerve. Excuse my French. I love my lady, but she had nerve to put that name. What the fuck is that about? Man, bro,
Nah, that's
no,
weird.
Nah,
no.
Yeah, that's weird.
nah.
That's like getting married and your wife keeping her last name without taking yours on.
Oh, come on, bro. That shit is insane too, bro. Once the
Hey, but on some real shit though, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I saw a lady today. She said she got married and she didn't go change her name because she didn't want the people in her business.
What people?
Well,
the
you know what
IRS,
she, yeah,
Uh,
you know once you get married,
what you say?
you
the
government
IRS.
property. Once you get married,
Yeah.
you government property. So yeah, she said she never even went down there and changed it because she didn't want the people in her business.
That's
No, I didn't
crazy.
heard it.
That's just weird. I don't know. But maybe she
No, I
had
didn't.
a reason. Who's to say?
Yeah, but she said she was happily married though. She said she didn't want the people in her business.
As
So
Yeah,
long
I've
as
been
he
hearing
ain't
that.
had no problem with it, then I mean, who are we to talk about it?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, now I'm just giving y'all a scenario where somebody. Now I feel the same way y'all
No,
feel.
no.
I'm just saying some people do it because once you go and you say I do and you get in the courthouses, man, you are now officially state property. So
Not only
Hmm.
that, y'all have to file joint taxes and all that old crazy shit,
yeah,
and
her
then
debt
y'all.
become yours, your debt become hers, all that shit.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's levels to this shit, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, because if you paying child support, you lose your job, you can't pay it no more, and your wife working, your wife got to pay your child support.
It takes on your debt.
yeah, but
You got it. If you got any school debt, and if you can't pay it, and you married and your wife working, your wife got to pay off your student loans.
yeah.
Man.
Hey, what up, Chocolate? Yeah,
Miss Courtney says if the man there, why would the child have two last names? Well, you ask some of these crazy ass women that do that shit, because I know that
Don't
for a
never ask
fact.
me the motherfucker. No, my kid last name is gonna be Vanguard, Bullwinkle at that. little, little Johnny Vanguard Bullwinkle. Man, you crazy than motherfucker. That won't happen. It won't happen, man.
Do y'all think that's confusing the child though? What you think the child gonna think as he get older or as she get older?
I
Really
don't know.
nothing, because for the most part they've been conditioned to what they have. That's just like you know how like down south, you know what I'm saying? We give out, well, I ain't gonna say we, but they give kids two first names. You know, Ronnie Joe, or you know what I'm saying, Bobby. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Mm,
yeah,
mm. Yeah, but they don't give you two last names. I rarely hear two last names.
yeah. The one down south did have two names, cause
Yep, I
yeah,
know Ronnie Joe's, and now trust me.
Yeah, my mama name got two first names and shit, so I know we from. You know what I'm saying they from Mississippi, so
Mine too.
I but
but the
it
code
ain't.
name was Eddie James. That.
That's big in Mexican culture, in Hispanic culture rather. But they're not. It's not in the same way that we are talking about it now. It's like they
Yeah, that's
have
what
take
it
on the
is.
last name of the
Yeah,
father, the grandfather, the great grandfather,
yeah,
depending. You know.
yeah. Yeah, that's a cultural thing. We doing it because it's crazy. But I do know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's some spiteful shit or if that's a way of control. But I do know
I
some
salute
brothers,
you.
yeah, and some women
Again,
that do it.
everything is situational, bro.
But how is that situational?
What you said, if you don't know if it's spiteful or what they agreed on it, we don't know. It's all situational.
Yeah, but that's insane to make that a situational thing about a last name, especially if I'm there and if we're
Look at look
married.
at look look at the world we in right now. And you tell me
Yeah, yeah,
what's not insane about a lot of shit that we see.
yeah, but that don't mean that don't make it right. You know what I'm saying?
I never said it was right. I just said
Yeah,
it was a
just because it's
situation.
overload on the bullshit, don't make the bullshit ain't bullshit.
I never said it was right. I just said it was situational.
For sure, for sure. Miss Coco said my name and our kid's name will be changed proudly.
As it should. I'm not. What I wish she don't. Her opinion don't even matter.
Hold up, you say you changed your kid last names to the dude?
Oh,
And I don't know. That's yeah.
That's your cocoa butter, man. That's your cocoa butter, man.
No, that's one of y'all's. I don't even know about that name. You know what I mean? That's why her opinion don't matter.
That's crazy. My name and our kid's name will change. That's crazy.
They will be the Wilsons for sure.
Yeah, bro. I just can't see that.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. You know, and I know a lot of brothers that go through child support court. I know some brothers personally, bro, who that's been done to, with a woman attached to her last name. They're doing a custody battle. Like that shit is crazy, bro.
As bad of a decision as I made, I can honestly say that never happened to me. And mine love me to death right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's what's up. But that's what we doing for the kids, man. I think for me, I think that shit can be confusing and detrimental to the child standing and upbringing, man, about what family is and how family should be. I don't think a
I
child should
wouldn't
have
call
to
it detrimental. Like I said, it was just you know, this is just my now I'm basing
you
opinion.
just went off about, you know what I'm saying, the motherfucker not being there and why the fuck would I give a fuck about his last name and all that shit. So yeah, it can be
That's what I'm saying. It's not detrimental. It is what it is.
I was in the way you were detrimental,
I used to you and your partner's babies. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Shit.
Okay, yeah, she had to clear that up.
Yeah.
Man, what Miss Coco got to get?
Nah, what was? Hold on, wait a minute. Man, y'all looking at it a whole different way. The way I'm looking at it is, stay the fuck up.
I get you. Don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong, because I got 10 kids, bro. So I'm in everybody's life. You feel me? All mine stay with me.
Damn.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong. I'm not. I'm just saying. You feel me? That's just the way I feel, regardless of whatever the situation is. Regardless of what I was
changing. You got a real reason to feel that way.
You got 10 biological. You got some.
You know what I'm saying?
Some kids. You got 10 biological.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? You got a couple that's with the family. You know what I mean? That you
every last one of them. Shit, I wish. No, I ain't gonna say that on.
How many baby mamas you got?
Oh boy.
How many baby mamas you got?
3.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I take kids.
Yeah, well, the majority about you know, one woman.
Oh, okay. Right, huh? How many you got with it?
How
many you got with it?
6.
I was just about to say that too. I don't know why I thought 6. Yeah, you ain't playing, boy. Shoot the club up there.
Well, I'm talking about, and ain't shooting blanks.
But I was both of them for a long period of times, except for the one. You know what I'm saying? The one was a kind of like a slip up. You feel me? So you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say a slip up.
Just
situation
unplanned situation.
Hey man, I want to ask y'all this before I get out of here, man. I made a statement, man, and I want y'all opinion on this, man, because when you said accident, made me think of it. I said 95% of us are accidents.
I would agree.
I know for damn sure. My daddy told me, and he wasn't trying to sugarcoat shit, and my mama basically confirmed it.
Well, my daddy did talk to her, and that's great. See, And I like the fact that we can sit here and say we talked to our fathers about this because I did. I don't know why this was a fucking conversation, but I wasn't an accident. You know what I'm saying? Me and my sister, we was all playing and shit. You feel me?
Right.
They was married.
Yeah, my mom and daddy. Yeah, I'm trying to. Why the fuck did we
You
even?
know what I'm saying? Most people that were married were playing
But
that
why was
shit.
that the conversation we was having though? That's now y'all got me trying to think.
My daddy was just one of them dudes, man, that spoke his mind, and I don't know what the hell was on his mind when he said it, but he came out and he told me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
hey,
no,
that's a,
yeah, that's crazy. But I ain't gonna say 95%, but I do think it's a high number of people.
yeah, I give it about. I put it in the high 80s.
Yeah.
man. Okay.
Because we looking at when you say that, that's kind of a generalized question, or you know, a statement more so based. And are we talking about just in the black race? Because in reality, man, it's more black people that have really, you know what I'm saying, been together, doing things together than what the statistics want to show.
I'm talking about general. I'm just talking about generally speaking. I ain't talking about black race. I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, so therefore, yeah, that number is lower than that, bro.
So you think a lot of these people out here planning these kids?
Yeah.
So
you forgetting about the motherfuckers that are waiting until they 30s after they got their careers together and then want to have kids.
All right,
they don't talk about them.
On that 5%. All right. My kids, hey, I told my whole family, we was having a family reunion. I told my whole family, I said we all accidents in this motherfucker.
Oh wow.
Hey man.
Now for your whole family to agree, that's insane.
Let me ask y'all a question. How many kids you got, D-Shep?
2 biologically and 2, you know what I'm saying, through marriage.
Okay. Was those 2 playing?
Hell no.
Okay. So you in that 95%. Bearded, how many you
Yes,
the first one wasn't playing, but everybody after that, I wanted to have.
Okay.
Did both y'all want to, or just you?
Shit, fuck around probably was just me. I ain't gonna lie.
95.
For sure ain't shit. For sure ain't shit, boy.
I just fucking with y'all.
That's but hey, but he right though. Even if we put it in the high 80s, that's still a fucking astronomical
That's still
number.
that's very high.
Even if you say 75%, that's still a nice number.
But you have to consider also to add to what you're saying for sure, teen pregnancies and all of that shit. So it is a high ass number, bro.
Yeah, great. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? All that.
Yes.
And so I think, man, I'm not with abortions, but I feel like if that happened to you, you should be
in that situation. Yeah, you should be able to.
No problem. Yeah, it should be no problem.
Well, honestly, man,
I feel the same way.
You shouldn't. Not only you should be taken advantage of. Now you being left with a reminder of the rest of your life.
Yes, and forced to go through with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's get out of here on abortion. We're gonna say that. We're gonna get out of here on abortion. You say you're not with abortion. Now, for me, if we ain't ready, because man, I read too many articles about young couples and I would say people in the ages 35 and under, between 35 and 25, killing their own babies and shit like that, bro. Like, I get it. We don't know how a person gonna do whatever they gonna do until the motherfucker get here, whatever the case. I don't mean to call a baby a motherfucker, but until the baby gets here, whatever the case be. But a lot of times, man, a lot of these people ain't really meant to have these kids, bro. And babies having babies. So I ain't saying I'm against or for abortion, but I would kind of lean towards abortion for more than just grape and those type of purposes, man. Because it just ain't meant for everybody to be having kids, man.
There are other options because there are those that can't have kids.
No, I can.
Really would love to have kids.
But listen,
I get what you're saying. I agree with you 1,000%. Now, I was just saying when you said that grape, I just thought about that, like just for that scenario, but I wasn't generalizing over everything. I was just saying for that people that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying though.
And I get what you're saying too, D Shep. I've been in group homes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
My sister
But you
been in
know,
Yeah.
that shit ain't no, because you finna say that bullshit. And that bullshit
no,
ain't
no,
what
no.
it's
I don't agree with the group home shit. I'm talking about adoption.
what
I'm talking
adopt
about the people
but
that have
before you
wanted
get
to have kids.
but before you get adopted, a lot of these adoption agencies get these kids from the DCFS or DHS or whatever your local, whatever the fuck you call it in your state. That's what a lot of
Right.
these kids is coming from. You feel me? And a lot of these motherfuckers don't have good intentions. I didn't read article, man. It's you just never fucking know, bro. You just never fucking know.
Honestly, I just feel like in this day and time, we're in the age of knowledge. I forget what to call it, but
You talking about
we
information?
have information, yes. And too many people, whether young or old at this point, know what they're up against by doing, having unprotected sex, whether it be at a young age or older age. We know the consequences. So to constantly do what you know that is gonna impact your life where you're not prepared for, but you want to do it anyway because it feels good, man, fuck your life. That's how I feel.
I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, you gotta be able to deal with the consequences that come with it.
If it was that goddamn simple, my mama wouldn't have kept me.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's fact. Yeah, but shit, but you got to think about it, man. Motherfuckers having babies at 11, 12 now.
That means that parental interaction is non-existent, and that's something that we don't think about that. Now they're the ones what you about to say. Those are the ones that slip through the cracks, but not every
Okay.
motherfucker that what I'm saying does some shit
Yeah.
like that is because they don't know better, or what I'm saying, they're not being held accountable. Their parents are not. Their parents aren't active in their lives.
Or their parents trying
That's
to be
something.
a friend, or their parents
Yes.
friend,
Oh, yes.
or they got somebody that's watching them that's doing some bull.
But that goes into a whole nother category though.
Nah, that equals them having pregnancies at an early age because they
No, that goes into a whole nother category of what we just spoke on. The motherfuckers that's watching them on bull. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he
I
was
just
saying
read it.
about people having. Now I was giving a different scenario of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Turned up at that
Yeah.
age, pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them be getting touched at an early age.
But
Yeah.
that's no different than the grape shit you was talking about, because that's exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different scenario than what we were just speaking on.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I just read a story about a little girl in Oklahoma, 11 years old, just had a baby because the stepfather, and it turned out the stepfather was the baby daddy.
That's
See,
some
I ain't even
cold
know
shit.
about that. See, that's what I was saying. Like, this shit crazy, man. That's how a lot of that stuff happen, man, when the people that young doing that.
And she had the
Somebody,
baby at the crib.
it's a babysitter or step parent or a cousin or something. It's somebody that's close to them doing that, grooming them.
And as
Right.
jacked up as that is, for lack of better words, that's been going on since the beginning of time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was once even looked at as normal. Now we don't, but it's nothing about that that's normal.
Nah, you shouldn't be lusting over your relative, your little sister, cousin, or niece, or your girlfriend, your daughter, or nothing. They shouldn't be lusting over none of that.
You as a grown man or of age to where you're able to. Why would you look down? I was just having this conversation not too long ago about a motherfucker that we know was doing some old fuck shit. We as men, as boys, we never fuck down. We fuck up.
Yeah, I hear you.
You see what I'm saying? When
Yeah,
we was in high school or junior high, in junior high, yeah, you mess with junior high teachers because you only had 2 grades, 7th and 8th. But when you hit high school, you're looking at down in the bag of senior, a junior, a sophomore, someone that, you know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah, let me
go
let me
ahead.
start some shit. That's them folks' religion.
Yeah, but it ain't ours.
That's them folks' religion. Shit, it is ours, not shit. We round this motherfucker thinking we everything they is when it comes to their religion.
You can speak for yourself.
Look here, boy. Hey, boy, 72% of African Americans are fucking Christians.
No, you're absolutely right. And like I say, I don't put myself in that category because my eyes were open early on to realize what kind of bullshit that was.
That's crazy, man.
That's sad. They taking on something that was meant to oppress us and hold us down, and we take that as the gospel.
Well, we can't say that neither because kings and queens back in the day, man. It was a lot of inbreeding done throughout history, man. They thought that's how they kept their genealogy pure.
Who was doing it?
For sure, white folks, and we was doing it too. We was doing it too.
I did a video on that. I think yesterday or a day before, where it was a couple. They got the same dad, and they together. They just had a shorty. I did a video on that like a day or two ago.
We was doing it too.
Up in the mountains, up in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? Them folks are still getting down like that.
Oh yeah.
But you look at the product of the offspring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we can't say that because if we believe in anything and we believe in this science shit, we are related anyway, right?
I don't feel like that. I think them motherfuckers are a whole goddamn reptilians.
We are related anyway, shit. You niggas, my cousin's 80 times removed and shit. You feel me?
So you
looking for an out though, for sure.
Yeah, bearded my 32nd cousin, you know.
If we trace it and walk it down, no, we down there should all be related if we believe in science and shit, or the biblical stories,
or the biblical version. But see but there's a lot to the biblical version that they don't tell you. That's why you have all the missing fucking books. There's no way that. Okay, so let's just go with the biblical aspect, right? Adam and Eve had two sons. Cain killed Abel. Cain was thrown out of they were both thrown out of Garden of Eden. But those were so basically, according to the Bible, those were the only 4 individuals on this planet. If Cain got cast out, how in the hell he come back and populate a whole damn piece of continent?
Man, well, see, that's because people don't know how to read the Bible. That's because people don't know how to read it because when before he casted Lucifer, Satan, or whoever y'all want to call him out of heaven, he had a conversation with him and he said, you didn't try this once before, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't rock with you. So what makes you think that these gonna rock with you? That's why I try to tell people it's more than a creation story in the Bible. So
exactly.
People that been
that's why there's so many missing books of the Bible, and they refuse. And you got the Ethiopian Bible, which is the oldest Bible, according to what we know now, and it tells a whole different story.
Yeah, I'm about to say this before I get up out of here, man. I gotta get up out. I gotta go. Yeah, man. Lil John is everybody's uncle. Oh, ski.
I'm gonna get up out of here too. I just want to leave my last remaining remarks. R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk. They killed the great one. They should have never killed that man. They was jealous.
Oh, both of y'all go, man. Go ahead, close us out. Close me out properly. For Show TV. Before you go, close me out properly.
Oh man, you already know, man. It's your boy for sure. Yeah, man. The Fresh Prince of Hug Air. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. I just like to say, don't drink and drive. You might spill your drink. You know what I'm saying? On your fresh outfit.
Oh shit, D-Shep, man, close us out, man.
Man, it's that boy D-Shep, man, ATX original, man, aka Lightning Divine, tapping in with my boy Bearded, you know what I'm saying? And this is how we do things. I keep it real, no matter who thinking it's real or not. That's just what it is.
Right, man. Hey, man, I appreciate both of you brothers for hitting the panel, man. Make sure y'all. What up?
Hey, I just got a cracking joke before I get out of here. Don't you like old boy from doing down on that picture?
Yeah, man, I'm finna go.
Hey, where you at, D-Shell? Where you at right now?
I'm gonna leave you Chicago. I'm in Vegas. I'm gonna leave you Chicago niggas up there.
Hey, I look forward to shout out to you, D-Shell.
Nah, it's out to the G, man. That's funny.
All right, man. I'll let y'all, man.
I ain't gonna even have you to bust no rhyme, man. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I get down, but not under them kind of circumstances. Peace out. Y'all stay up.
All right, y'all.
Hey, peace, man. Peace. Yeah, show you a fool, man. You was a fool, man.
You know how to come talk some shit real quick, man. I gotta get up. I go to work, man.
Appreciate you, man. Go to work, man. Man. Listen, man. Have a good day at work, brother, and stay dangerous, my boy.
All right, my boy. I'll
keep your head on. Be careful. All right, my boy.
All right, boy.
Peace. Hey, man, listen, y'all, man. Good show tonight, man. Listen, big ups to D-Shell for hitting the panel tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? All the way from Vegas, you feel me? And big ups to my boy for Show TV, the best TV. Make sure y'all go tapping in with For Show TV, man. TMB with Monkey Man, spinning the block media. I'm sorry, spinning the block media. My boy Jordan Anchor Frequency, my Brody Hurricane JW, man. Unwrap the podcast. Make sure y'all go checking them brothers out, man. Those brothers support me, so go support those brothers. Go sub up to the channel. Everybody, listen, we all in the building, man. If y'all see people that regularly jump in, man, if y'all got channels, go sub up to each other's channels, man. Go see what we doing. Go check each other out. Go check out each other content, man. Let's build. Let's get us a network. You feel me? I hear about all these different sectors. Let's get us a family sector going on. You know, Lucifer rebelled against God. Yeah, most definitely. Uncle P, that's still matter of fact, we can get into that, Uncle P. We can get into that on Bearded Tabernacle Sunday about the rebellion of Lucifer of God. We can get into that. I think we can touch on that. You feel me? That'll be decent. But yeah, man, see, Uncle P, man. Hey, see, that's why, see, for sure forgot he ain't say Uncle P, my favorite P after me and shit. Oh shit. But yeah, man. Man, big ups to them brothers, man, for hitting the panel, man, to go tap in. Like I say, man, let's build our own family of network over here. And everywhere, man. Everywhere we at, man. Over there for Show TV, man. Make sure y'all tapping in. TMB with Monkey Man, make sure y'all tapping in. And for sure, don't forget to make sure you're tapping in over here, man. When on your way to work, church, school, grocery, or the neighbor next door, ask them if they heard about Bearded Conversation, man. If they ain't, tell them to pull their phones out and make sure y'all hit that sub button for them, man. With that being said, man, I'm going to leave y'all like how I came to you, man. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And one last time before we get up out of here, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And don't forget those 5 key components of life that we all should be mastering, y'all. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And one last time, because motherfuckers probably was doing something and wasn't listening to me, that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And don't forget to E40 that thing and sprinkle a little support on top, because a little support go a long, 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 long way, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Don't meet me here, beat me here. Same black time, same black channel. Talk black to me. Y'all know what it is, man. Bearded Conversation, we in the building. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, man. And every Monday through Thursday for Bearded Conversation, 9 p.m. Central to 11 p.m. Central time, man. With that being said, all superheroes don't wear capes, but they still need their theme music. So to all my superheroes, all my Beardonians, and all my beautiful people, Uncle P, let them know what time it is, baby. And we out, y'all. Big shout out to D-Shell and For Show TV for hitting the panel tonight, y'all.
I'm trying to get a job. They won't even pay. Hard work and dedication. Ain't no judgment. We just have a conversation. Ain't no need for give you an opinion, and then you do what you want. But we gon' listen, tell you what you need, not what you want. It's different on the side. Duck a kick and karate. Come and get high, cause everybody here is invited to the party. Y'all niggas smoke, quote, cause I know about Marley. Real OGs sitting on the panel while waiting in the line. We go together, grow together. Fuck good, nigga, be better. Nobody to preach, but I'm someone to teach. See, I've been there and I done it. This is motivation. Some of y'all might hate it. Hard work and dedication.
Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Bearded Conversation, man. Make sure y'all tapping in every Monday through Sunday, man. We got something going on over here, man. Y'all already know about Monday through Thursday. Make sure y'all tuning in every Friday for Bearded Studios, man, where we interview independent music artists and highlight their music. And every Saturday for the Bearded Lounge, 9 to 2 in the morning, man, where we spin and spin. Good vibes, good combo, and good music only, man. And every Sunday, man, at 10 o'clock. Until for Bearded Tabernacle, man, where we dive and dabble into a little bit of theology. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, without y'all, it wouldn't be no Bearded Conversation, man. From the bottom of my heart to the top of my mind, I want to let y'all know that I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And big ups to all my moderators, man. Every time y'all in the building, man, it's always a success. Big ups to all my subscribers. It's always a beautiful thing when y'all engaging in the chat. Man, listen, man, let's just keep this up. Let's just keep this going. I'm on my way to 1,000 subs, man. Come on, man. Help your boy reach 1,000. I should have been, listen, I should be on 5,000, 10,000 subs right now, man. All this good shit I'm bringing y'all, man. All this good information, good content, and good conversation, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what I like to say before we get up out of here, man. Those that fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway, man. Y'all know. Also, don't forget, man, if y'all ever in Chicago, man, don't forget to check out these 5 melanated businesses. That's Lynn Chicago Pizza, Dan Soul Food and Bakery Cafe, where grown folks play, Urban Lunch Cafe, and the House of Health and Wellness, y'all. And also, y'all know what time it is. When we come together, may we always meet on a level. Once we're in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plump. And when we leave each other's presence, may we always, I said always, and I do mean always, heart on the square. Samo to be, Samo to be, Samo to be, so may it be, family. Peace. Hey, man, catch y'all tomorrow, up on Thursday. We out.